A little bit different style today. We're not doing the whole intro or any of that stuff. We're just starting. That's just how we're doing it. We're just starting. Nothing special today. What's going on, guys? I had to I had to fight through and I'm all right. I'm okay. I'm hoping to feel better by tomorrow. Uh, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna I don't know, we're supposed to be getting that. I pre-ordered the Godzilla Dominion. So it's supposed to be here sometime this month. I think they told me the 11th on my email. I've watched it 5 times now. I'll probably watch it again today. Yeah, I've watched it like 5 times. Yeah, that's why I came on. I was like, oh, because I spent most of the day in bed, and then I checked Twitter and I saw all that. I'm like, oh wait, I'm like, I gotta. I said I was wrong about so much in the movie. I said I gotta take a victory lap for something. So I had to come on and make sure I get my kudos for do my self glorification. That's why I posted on Twitter. I was like, let me make sure I take a screenshot of when I started tagging this. Yeah, I know. One of them already came at me on Twitter a little while ago, but he was a bit of a pussy. He made a retweet, called me toxic, and then immediately blocked me before I even had a chance to respond. I didn't even say anything. He just blocked me. He was like, no, no. So I was like, well, I guess that's a victory for me. I said, you can't even handle what I might say, let alone what I will say. If you can't even handle what somebody might say to you, you might as well just jump off a cliff. Do you think it'll be on Netflix ever? The MonsterVerse movie? Hell no. That's just gonna be on HBO forever. Yeah, I saw that. Rob, can you give Kong the Mechagodzilla victory? You mean by his wholesome? By his lonesome? No. I mean, he did obviously a lot more than Godzilla did, but Godzilla did some key moves that helped Kong. Let's not start this shit now. I'm not feeling good. Let's not do it today, all right? Cut your old man some slack, will you? All right, to quote the movie, cut your old man some slack. I mean, we can debate, but it's just that when I feel this way, I'm very, very cranky, and I might come off a bit more of an asshole than I normally do. I just don't wanna. I just don't wanna offend anyone. Yeah, I have war back COVID. That's exactly what happened. Actually, see. I started getting sick Friday night, but it wasn't bad. Like I didn't have a fever or anything. I just had a bad stomach cramp, like bad stomach ache, you know, and I couldn't hold a lot of food down. So then I stopped eating. Then Saturday, I went. Me and my wife went to get our COVID vaccine. So I got my vaccine, and then Saturday night, like early Saturday evening, I started getting the fevers and all that, the chills. I literally slept in my clothes because I was so fucking cold. So I don't know if part of that was just a side effect or if it's just my stomach ache transitioning into a fever. It's really hard to tell. So yeah, I don't know if that's why though, because like I said, I was sick before I got the vaccine. Yeah, yeah. Again, I don't know though. I don't know if it's the vaccine because I got sick before the vaccine. I have COVID. I think it's overrated. A lot of people do. You know, it's really if you're a lot older, it really beats you up. If you're a lot older and if you have underlying conditions, it can kick your ass. Yeah, my second shot is on the 24th, so I gotta wait like 3 more weeks. Oh yeah, thank you, Jay. Yeah, it's been a long 7 years. Ringard said they have 5 hours of film they didn't use. So release the Wingard cut. Is that what we're going after now? Maybe it's the giant blanket you have wrapped around you that would make anyone sick. Haha. That's good. I had COVID and it made me feel the coldest I think I ever felt. Yeah, chills, man. I had COVID about a month ago. It definitely wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Yeah, if you're on a young spectrum, like if you're like I don't know 50 and under, it really shouldn't, unless you have underlying conditions. But if you're like 50 and under and relatively healthy, it won't do anything to you. 5 hours of just humans talking. It's probably some of that story I've been craving, but you know,
You are one awesome motherfucker.
you have allergies. No, I don't have allergies. That's one thing I don't have is allergies.
Akno Goji tipped $5. Hope you get well. Also, my dad might have COVID-19 and I might get quarantined if he does.
Oh, sorry to hear that, Acno. Thank you for the 5, and yeah, I hopefully I'll feel better by tomorrow. He said the 5 hours were just humans talking. Yeah. This is the first Sunday, Easter Sunday, I've never had like Easter dinner. Yeah, I am allergic to people who don't eat their Wheaties. Very true. Would Mechagodzilla beat Ghidorah in the Monsterverse? Yeah, pretty soundly. Pretty soundly. Yeah. So Hong Kong just as a massive hole now. How are they going to repair that? I don't think they do. It probably becomes an attraction of some sort. If we get any future MonsterVerse movies, this is going to be like the Transformers. There's going to be like the next MonsterVerse movie. You know they'll go back to Hong Kong, but suddenly that hole won't be there, and they're not going to explain how it got filled. That's what's going to happen. If Godzilla can beat Ghidorah, so can Mechagodzilla. In this case, yeah, that's true. It's not always the case with those arguments. Like if one monster can beat one monster, then another monster can beat that same monster. It doesn't always work that way, but in this case, it does. The Snyder Cut was awesome. Well, good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Not really. I mean, I'm feeling a little better, but not that much better. Monsterverse burning Godzilla versus Mecha G. I don't know. I'll give him a 10% chance, a 10% better chance of winning. Maybe. No, you thought wrong, James. If you had paid you, it's funny. You like my posts, but you don't read them. I said that I'm putting it for 7, but chances are I'm going to start sooner. It's exactly what I said. Now I know. You just like the posts. You don't read them. I could have put James swallows bananas whole, and you would have just put like. Can you say happy birthday to Dean? He's my son. Happy birthday, Dean. I wish I could sound more enthusiastic about that, but unfortunately, I'm not feeling too well. But a birthday is a good thing, no matter what. He would agree without agreeing. Yeah, I'm still about 2014. That's still my favorite one. I hope they bring Gigan and Space Godzilla if they do one more movie. They're considered as aliens. Oh, that's if the alien end credit thing is true, which I'm not 100% sure it is, just based on what Adam Wingard said. Like I've seen two content creators talk about that end credit scene. One was Popcorn Planet, and the other one was War Stew. but that is completely counter to what Adam Wingard said. So, yeah, some people do like Skull Island better than 2014. Yes, I am sick. Yeah, War Stew is never wrong. It's very important that we know that. The Snyder Cut was a lot better than the theater cut, but Endgame and Infinity War are still better. Well, yeah, I mean, the Snyder Cut was certainly better than the Whedon cut. But right now, DC can't hold a candle to Marvel. I mean, they can't even talk about Endgame and Infinity War right now. They couldn't even get by Civil War, you know? Right now, they can't even stand, like, where the Monsterverse is. Like, DC got a lot of work to do. It got nothing to do with Snyder. War Stu predicted the Monsterverse 20 years ago. That's true. Oh, thank you, nerd. Hopefully by tomorrow. Because of his 3 billion sources backing him up. Female Muto versus Kong. I would think Kong would win. I think Kong can beat most of the Monsterverse monsters. I'm okay. Not feeling, think the fever is gone, but I still got the body aches and my stomach is still acting up. People saying Space Godzilla Easter egg at the end credits of Godzilla vs. Kong. There is no end credits on Godzilla vs. Kong. I got the Pfizer. Yeah, he is. He actually is wrong quite a bit. Or what he'll do is he'll switch his story around. But he's also about as right as everybody else. You know what I mean? Like a lot of this information circulates around the same. Like one of the things he says commonly is I spoke about this a year ago, but myself, D-Man, and a couple other content creators were talking about a lot of these, a lot of the things happening in this movie. Well beyond a year ago.
You are one awesome motherfucker.
So, for all we know, he could be getting it from us, and he's just not saying that.
No Goji tipped $5. My thoughts are still mixed for GVK.
That's okay. Your thoughts can still be mixed for those. Did you love G14 in your first watch? I did. Hey, how are you? I don't want to say your name wrong, so I'll just say B. From Sweden. I'm doing okay. I'm a little under the weather, but I'm doing okay. That's why I'm in my blankie. My blankie. You're not actually late, HBCV. Nobody's late or on time today. Everybody just is. This wasn't planned. Wasn't even scheduled. I only put 7 o'clock because I figured that's the latest I'm gonna start. Who is the next big bad in your opinion after this film? Thank you for that. Great work. Like I said, I think Destroyer is a big one that I'd like to see. If they're gonna go with space or aliens, then Gigan, I think Space Godzilla wouldn't make a whole lot of sense to me. You know what I mean? There's nothing in this world or in this universe that has established that Godzilla has anything to do with being on in outer space, and there's nothing that is shown that his cells have lifted into outer space like they have in the Toho movies. So Space Godzilla to me makes zero sense. But Gigan makes a lot of sense, especially considering they've already designed him, or at least they had some test designs of him. Yeah, I saw that. I will say my friends who aren't Kaiju fans were a little confused about Mecha G, and I had to try to explain to them the lore of Monsterverse and lore about Mecha G. They were still confused. Yeah, that's gonna happen. I said a long time ago that would happen. I mean, people are gonna start asking questions about that, and they already are. Once you're off the high, once the surge and the adrenaline calms down, and you start to look at the movie a little bit deeply, you're gonna be like, why did they build a robot like Godzilla and not just a robot? But dude, I'd cry happy tears if Gigan is in the next movie. Yeah, it's probably gonna hit 300 million before next weekend. I feel like Kong needs his own version of a Ghidorah type nemesis. Well, he's got Kamazots. Yeah, I replied to him, Zim, Ed Boon. I replied to him. I said, "Come on now, Ed," and then I put a GIF of Hawkeye saying, "Don't give me hope." Gigan versus Mechagodzilla. I don't know if they do. I don't know if we'll see Mechagodzilla again. They might want to. If they do another movie, they might want to fall back on that. They just consider themselves. They got lucky. They got lucky, getting away with it the first time. I think at this point they kind of like. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm kind of hoping. I'm actually hoping War Stew and Popcorn Planet are right about the whole alien thing because I kind of really feel like that's like the next move. It's almost like you look at Avengers, right? So remember in the first Avengers movie, Thor was like, having a tesseract and these weapons proves that the Earth is ready for a higher level of war or whatever. Well, something similar could be said about the MonsterVerse, right? Seeing these monsters coming out, and maybe there's a species of alien that sees that the Earth is ready for the next stage of evolution, or to be accepted into the, I don't know, something crazy, but something along those lines. If we get aliens, you think we can still have Destroyer Rob? Sure. I would make it like I would kind of make it a little twisty, right? So like you bring in like Gigan, right? And then you have the aliens. Oh god, that hurts. Oh. So like you bring in Gigan, right? And then you found out like the aliens are like you found out the aliens were the ones who helped Apex get all that technology and build Mecha G. So they take Mecha G and they use him to kind of rebuild King Ghidorah. So you got King Ghidorah, King Ghidorah, and Gigan, and then they can face off against like ugh, against Mothra, Rodan, Kong, and Godzilla. All the while, there's a threat growing that nobody sees within the ocean depths of the Hollow Earth, where Godzilla's home used to be, and Destroyer. With the help of the oxygen destroyer that was launched in King of the Monsters, combined with whatever radiation was left over after the explosion that brought Godzilla back in King of the Monsters, starts to grow. And then he starts to really thirst for a higher power. So Destroyer seeks out that power source in the Hollow Earth. And then our epic four, after our epic four, like defeat Gigan and Mecha King Ghidorah, they sense that the Hollow Earth is in danger, and that's like the big showdown. And then at that point, you can do Melting Godzilla. Like he starts to break down. This from all millions and millions of years of fighting. His time is almost up. You know what I mean? And then Destroyer comes through. Destroyer kills Mothra, kills Rodan. Right? Kong is like not the last man standing. Like I still wouldn't kill Kong. I mean, this is just shooting shit from the top of my head. But then like so the last two standing are like Kong and Godzilla to face Destroyer. And then Kong is like taken out, not killed, but he's just, and then Godzilla, the power source, along with Godzilla, puts him in like this nuclear overcharge. And then he does that mega super duper ray and defeats Destroyer and then dies in the process. And then Kong kind of takes over, Kong remains to be like the alpha. And then maybe you can get your little Godzilla Jr. cameo at the end. and he's being raised by Kong. I don't know, something crazy like that. I don't know. I'm sick right now, so cut me some slack. Oh, my foot? Yeah, my foot's been a lot better for a while now. Father Kong to Godzilla Jr. Rob, your thoughts on SP episode 2? Oh, I thought it was good. It was fun. I can't wait to watch it though without the subtitles because they go by too fast. Nah, I would say make it one big finale. Are you gonna talk about Godzilla versus Kong MonsterVerse? Well, I mean, we've been talking about that pretty much all the time. So, I mean, if you want to, I mean, we kind of been talking about it today already. How about introducing Anguirus? I mean, you can, but I mean, I still like. I guess release the Edwards cut. There you go, Brian. I mean, I guess you can, but like, what is Anguirus really going to bring to the table? Like, what do we have to build off of? You know what I mean? The one time Anguirus had a really big fight in Toho was when he teamed up with Godzilla to fight Gigan and King Ghidorah, and that was basically Godzilla versus Gigan and King Ghidorah. And Anguirus, what did he do? He ran right headfirst into Gigan's stomach with a buzzsaw. Like, I mean, is that really the representation we want in the MonsterVerse? You know what I mean? Mothra Leo? Oh, please, come on, let's not get crazy now. Look, guys, we want another movie. We don't, but let's not get ahead of ourselves of bringing in like every monster for like another movie or two. Like Mothra Leo? Ugh, no. Yeah, Mecha. Could you imagine what this Mecha Godzilla would have done to Anguirus? Can you imagine? Biollante is perfect for the Hollow Earth. Biollante was perfect before the Hollow Earth. Biollante was perfect for Skull Island, which I guess is part of the monster, the Hollow Earth. So yeah, I guess one way or the other. Yeah, they have so many original Titans that they can use. I don't really feel like they need. Maybe they can get their big baddie from Toho, but otherwise they don't really need any other monsters. You got the core ones already. You got Kong, Rodan, Mothra. You got Godzilla. Just bring in a baddie, and then you got all these other monsters you can leverage. It doesn't make sense for them to spend more money on you know what I mean? To imagine what Mecha G would did to the Skullcrawler would more or less be what would yeah, that's true. Bring in Frankenstein and it costs $0. Yeah, yeah. Why not? It's shaping up to be an interesting kaiju for Godzilla to fight. There was an Anguirus skeleton in King of the Monsters. Yes, there's your Anguirus. Evaporated within seconds. That's your Anguirus cameo. War of the Gargantuas needs to be in the MonsterVerse. I disagree. I would just like to see War of the Gargantuas just separate from the MonsterVerse. Why not just do a one-off movie remake? That's it. That's all you need. Have one shot Mecha G with EMP. That's true. Actually, that's probably Mecha G's biggest weak point is the Muto. The Muto would have eviscerated Mecha G. Wow. It's kind of funny. But you have to imagine they would design him with some sort of power backup, so I don't know if it would be that easy. I mean, they're well aware of the Muto at this point, so they have to build a countermeasure. Rob, Ed Boon is making Godzilla Combat. Is he really? Because that's not what I heard.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my god. Stop fucking lying.
That is exclusively your button, WTF. Because you always fucking lie. He's not making a game. He just said, would there be enough to make one? That's all. He's just fucking around. He confirmed on Twitter, dude, I responded to that tweet. Okay, I know what he said. Again.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God. Stop your fucking lying.
What happened? Yeah, my wife said, I warned them earlier. No, they're fine. But there was somebody who was about to start a debate, and I said, look, I'm like, cut me some slack today. All right, let's not debate about the whole Kong versus Godzilla thing or whatever, because I'm a lot less nice when I'm sick. All right, let me see. Let's see exactly what Ed Boon said, because everybody knows what he said. But this, just so WTF can see why the fuck we're calling him out on his bullshit. And we know why he does this. He just wants the attention. That's really what it comes down to. He wants the attention. And of course, I indulge him because I get a couple of laughs out of it. What? What is this? Who is this? Tell us your favorite part from... Oh, somebody said when Zhang Z showed up. That's funny. Where is it? You know what? Let me just look him up here real quick. There we go, Ed Boon. So here's his, here it is. He says, do you think there are enough well-known giant monsters to make a monster fighting game? That is all he said. Nothing more. He did not confirm a goddamn thing. So, WTF. Godzilla Combat in 2022. All right, you keep going with that. That shit ain't happening. Well, let me not say it's not happening, but it's not happening right now. Let's just put it that way. Do you think there were enough? Yeah, there you go. See, Brian quoted him. Is that not confirmation? Yeah, it's not confirmation. You know what confirmation is? We are in the middle of developing a giant monster game starring Godzilla and the Monsterverse monsters. That's called confirmation. What he did there was just ask a question just to rile up people. Are you that dense? Are you intentionally that idiotic? Oh my God. I don't even know what button this is. There you go, sad. That's a sad button. Like, what is this? Oh, this is there you go. There you go. I don't want a Mortal Kombat Godzilla game. Bro, I can't wait for the real Kaiju combat. Yeah. I can't wait either. Let me know how it is when you play it. Yep. Should get a foghorn button. You can't have Kong fighting all these monsters. Godzilla fought by himself. We're gonna need Godzilla to see these monsters? What? You're gonna play the demo at release? Yeah, that makes perfect sense. The game releases and you're playing the demo. Boy, someone's thirsty today. Did you not have like family dinner? Are you craving attention that bad? Did everybody say their prayer at the table and they told you to go sit at the little kids table, but you're the only one there? Is that what happened? All right. Anyway. Jesus Christ. Can't even cut a boy. I'm not even feeling that well. You can't even cut me some slack and just leave the stupidity at home. Or just the thirst for attention at home. Just one day. Just cut me a break. The Snyder fans are saying that Godzilla vs. Kong isn't HBO Max's actual highest viewed movie. Oh, God. Don't get me started with them. Why am I sick? Are you serious? Why? Like I chose this, Reese? I don't think I've ever been asked why I am sick. Yeah. Play the music, please. Which one? I got so many. Some of the other motherfuckers need to go in the coffin. No, not like it's choice. Do you have a code? No, I had started off as bad stomach without being able to hold anything down and transitioned into chills with fever and sore muscles. Right now, I still have the chills and the sore muscles. The fever's gone, and I think the bad stomach ache is passing by. In other words, I think I'm on the upward swing. No, it's not COVID. You need to turn down the volume on the soundboard. It's way too loud. You need to stop telling me what to do. How about that? How about you lower your volume? Why do I have to make adjustments? My wife's like, catch me outside. How about that? She said she couldn't help herself. Raise. I know. I should just put it up higher. I think it's just that particular clip, though, James. The coffin dance. Because I don't think anything else is that loud, right? I mean, that's the first time you've ever complained. Let me see. Let's test something else. Something that.
Come on, man.
See, that's not that loud.
I love kids jumping on my lap.
So that's not that loud. It was the line. Yeah, those two are definitely loud. But just lower your fucking volume. What I gotta make adjustments for? Why always gotta be me? Why can't it be you?
Awesome motherfucker. Nick MCD tipped $1. What do you think of more original monsters for this universe, including the main villain? We will get more OG monsters from Toho when they start making more movies again.
Yeah, I think they have a large roster of monsters they haven't even shown on screen yet. So, I mean, yeah, they got plenty to work with. My favorite villain titan in the Monsterverse, it's still King Ghidorah. He just looks so cool. If I lower my volume too much and I can't hear you, oh well. My wife's laughing. She's like, hey, maybe it's time for a new sound system. He is. I know he is. That's why I'm giving him a hard time. My wife just said he's probably listening to you on his phone. And I'm like, yeah, he is. See, that's the problem is you're using a phone to watch something that's meant to be watched on either a computer or a TV.
You are one awesome motherfucker. Zimzilla 99 super chatted $7, some sick shekels. As for Ed, he always made these kind of tweets. Leading up to projects and DLC. And Warner Brothers' relation to NetherRealm can make a boy dream. Yeah. Yeah. We'll see. I mean, I think he's just taking a moment to kind of have some fun. I don't think he has any intention, but I hope I'm wrong. Am I the only one who finds MonsterVerse Mechagodzilla creepy in front view shots in an awesome way? No, he does. He's scary. Thoughts on the new Space Jam trailer? What's going on, Nanad? Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna watch it. I have zero interest. I mean, I barely liked the first one, and I'm not a LeBron James fan at all. I think he's a complete idiot. So, if we want to see Toho monsters, we're gonna need Godzilla in its contact
his contract is up, so we not gonna see any of these monsters without Godzilla in it. Yeah, that's true. What do you think Ren's intentions was to use Mechagodzilla? Probably as a countermeasure to Titans. Jabron Lames is perfect. Well, yeah, they were accurate, but I don't think anybody believed that they weren't. Robert, just finished watching your video. Will Godzilla vs. Kong ever happen 6 years ago? And I hope you get better. Thank you. Yeah, I know. I got a lot of flack for that video back then.
You are one awesome motherfucker.
LeBrick, yeah. Hey Rob, got the DVD today. Thank you again. Also, I invested in Nintendo Switch today. $550 in total. Charging station and games. There you go. Well, you're gonna have a lot of fun then.
Nintendo Switch today, $550 in total, charging station and games.
Kong has 100% has stronger arm strength. Yeah, well, one of Kong's hands wraps around Godzilla's head. I mean, it's insane. Yeah. Would I have liked to have seen Peter Jackson's King Kong against a version of Godzilla? It'd have to be the smallest version, and even then, I still think the smallest version of Godzilla is about 50 feet taller than Peter Jackson's Kong. Rob, am I still the only one that actually wants to see Godzilla actually punch? Does he have to? I mean, when you have claws like that, why close your fist? Kong was not able to dislocate Godzilla's arms to even stop him from pushing him into a building. He's not as strong as people think. Yeah. I needed 3 viewings to write my review because so much happened in the movie. Yeah, and it's really fast. What is with the hate on LeBron? Actually, it's unfortunate. I actually was a big fan of LeBron when he first came up. I even bought his sneakers when he first came up. But from a professional standpoint, I lost a lot of respect for his game when he had to run and tuck himself under Chris Bosh and Dwayne Wade to win a championship. Then he started proclaiming himself as King James, which I thought was a fucking joke. You can't profess yourself, proclaim yourself the king when you hadn't even won a championship yet. Now he is heavily into politics. And what's worse is he believes everything he says is factual. And not only is a lot of it not factual, it's actually completely wrong. He's just a shitty human being. He's a shitty human being. Plus, he's a huge supporter of China, which is where I lost most of my respect for him, if not all of it. So as far as I am concerned, he can have his movie, have fun with it. Whoever loves him can love him. I have no interest. Do I like MJ? Yeah, I like MJ. Not all that much, but that has nothing to do with his personality. It has more to do that I'm a Knicks fan, and we had to deal with his ass every year in the 90s. So in that respect, I don't like him. But he is the greatest basketball player of all time, bar none. Rob, do you think Jaya lost her family from a storm, but the storm was actually Camazotz and Kong battle? Well, Camazotz probably caused the storm. So if you read the lore behind Camazotz, Camazotz can bring eternal darkness, which looks like he succeeded, even though he probably lost to Kong.
Akno Goji tipped $5. You think Ren Serizawa had more of a role, story and character development in GVK Wingard cut?
Yes, I do. Akno, I do think he had a bigger role. in the original, not cut. Yeah, the NBA East, it was no joke in the 90s. It was so much fun to watch. Do I like Steph Curry? I really got to be honest. I really don't like basketball at all right now. The whole once a sport gets political, I'm done. Just like I'm done with baseball, which sucks because I'm a huge Mets fan, and the Mets look promising this year, and they'll probably be a lot of fun to watch. But I'll never know because now baseball just cut a deal with China. I don't know if you guys know that, which also just turned me off. So for now, I'm done with baseball. No, I've never been a big soccer fan in that. Soccer wasn't really as big as it is now when I grew up. Like now it's a bigger sport. But when I was growing up, soccer in the States was like non existent. Don't act surprised, Nuts. You knew that. Rob, this is my theory on Camazotz did bring Eternal Darkness, but only succeeded with Skull Island and not the whole world. Reason why there's a storm outside. Well, I don't think he's capable of doing it to the whole world. It's football, not soccer. Tomato, tomato. When the new comics coming out? It's supposed to be coming out this month, like in another week or so. The audio clip you sent me on Discord? No, I haven't gone on Discord in a couple of days. Why didn't they show Camazotz in the movie? Because he's dead. I'm pretty sure Kong kills him in the comic book. Thank you, Rhonda. Appreciate it. Help me, Rhonda. Help me, Rhonda. Sorry, I can't help myself. Robert, you've been making Godzilla fans gone wild video against the callbacks. Have they started again? I haven't really seen people going ham on that. Tuesday the 6th? Oh, good. I hope that's true because they sent me a mail saying I wasn't getting mine until the 11th. Yeah, Elsa Gonzalez is awesome. I don't think Behemoth died, but he got a tusk broken off. If you were asked to direct the legendary Godzilla movie with what you do, what would you do with the monster and why? Oh God, I can't do that today. My brain, I can't bring quite right now. Yeah, I don't know. I think they're assuming he's dead, but he's not dead. At least as far as I know. I guess we got to read the rest of the comic to find out. Do you think they could do Injustice style like GMK next instead of Destroy All Monsters? Nah, I don't think you can. I mean, they can, but I don't know if that would be as effective.
You are one awesome motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm not going to heavily indulge on it, Night Hunter, but I'm going to start promoting it.
No Goji tipped $5. What Ren Serizawa role was?
What I think his role was? I think his role was what they said in the movie, but it gets explored a little bit deeper in why he's working for them, why he's opposite to what his father believed in, and I'm pretty sure it has something to do with father issues. Who would you like to see direct a MonsterVerse film next? Should it be a woman? As long as she's capable, as long as she understands the lore, as long as she's qualified. I don't give a fuck who it is. Could bring a Martian, as long as they do a good job. I feel like that was a loaded question. Like for me to say something like, oh, woman. Like, I don't give a shit who directs it. As long as they understand the lore and they do a good job. A Martian. Yeah. I actually like Mechagodzilla. I didn't like him schooling Godzilla, but he was devastating. Yeah. They could flip the monsterverse on its head and have Kong find some family members down in the Hollow Earth. Yeah, there's still a lot to explore there. Yeah, you're probably right, Pete. We need a Martian to direct the next film. Yeah, especially if it's going to be alien related. I would love to, but I have no experience directing, so. I could direct the director. Actually, I wouldn't need to direct. They need to let me write it. They need to give me a team of writers. Do you think Godzilla Dominion would explain how Godzilla gained 65,000 tons in 5 years? Where the hell did you get that he's gained 65,000 tons? What are you, his fucking... What are you, his trainer? Like, where the hell did you hear that? Rob, do you think they should do just a solo film for Kong in the next film? I kind of feel like this was a Kong film. First off, in King of the Monsters, he was 99,000, and in Godzilla vs. Kong, he was 164. Yeah, okay, where did you see this? Like, I don't... That doesn't answer my question. A brief bio? Oh God, I mean, I wouldn't look too much into that. How? What are the chances that they did that? They just threw a number in. You know what I mean? They're probably getting it from the intro credits. Yeah, don't read too much into those intros and stuff. The same thing that happened with like King of the Monsters. Everybody took those end credits very seriously. Like, come on, we were still talking about the egg, right? So many years later. There's no fucking egg in this movie. You know? Yeah. How do you feel about screenings with cheering fan? I saw it for the first time last night and they cheered for everything. I think that's cool when you see it. I don't know if it's as cool as when you're watching it. Like, cause I want to hear what's going on. I don't want to hear people cheering. You know?
You are one awesome motherfucker. Stephen Walker in Flogger super chatted $6.90. I still feel there's at least one movie left in the Monsterverse. My idea would feature Destroyer in what would be a remake of Destroy All Monsters.
I still feel there's at least one movie left in the Monsterverse. My idea would feature Destroyer in what would be a remake of Destroy All Monsters. Yep. Apparently Godzilla vs. Kong just out-earned Wonder Woman domestically, so that's something. Oh, yeah. Well, that movie sucked horribly. So nobody, once the word of mouth got going, nobody went to the theaters to see it. They were like, all right, I'll just watch it on HBO Max if it's that bad. Yeah, Mechagodzilla was no joke. Numbers don't lie. Facts. Double check your numbers. Don't rely on the source. There will be another. The fuck are you talking about? What? Are you talking about Godzilla's weight? Happy Easter to you, Jonesy. Rob, do you think Godzilla vs. Kong will make more money than King of the Monsters? Probably already has. Rob, did you see what Legendary tweeted? We will probably get another movie. Oh, yeah? What did they tweet? I didn't see that. What did they tweet? Let me see. They teased it low key. Yeah, but all right, but what did they tweet? They tweeted about the number, the hashtag. Oh, yeah, I saw that. Yeah, but I wouldn't consider that. Don't get ahead of yourselves. Don't get overly excited. I was gonna say they didn't low key do anything. All they did was tweet the hashtag. That's it. That doesn't mean shit. They just acknowledged the hashtag. You guys need to stop doing that to yourself. Don't do that. Yeah, it's better than that, but it also doesn't mean we're getting. I mean, just let's have fun with it, but let's not get overly crazy about it. You know what I mean? Like they low key confirm. That's not even near low key confirm. Yeah, having their attention is still not confirming anything either. What did you see Half-Life's video about it? It was funny. No. Rob, do you think there will be a different director if there's another film? There has been a different director for every movie, so I don't see why that would change. Yeah, until they confirm it, I'm not going to get crazy. It puts a smile on your face. Good. And that's all it should do. It should put a smile on your face and no ideas in your head. Do I think Godzilla vs. Kong is the most successful MonsterVerse movie? By current, I mean, based on the popularity alone, yes. It may not outgross, like, I mean, it probably will, but maybe it won't outgross a couple of the movies. But I think in terms of widespread appeal, yeah. If I could pick a director, believe it or not, I would pick Zack Snyder. I'm dead serious. I'm not trolling. But I think he'd be too expensive for them. But I seriously think Zack Snyder's style is more geared towards a monster movie than it is a superhero movie.
You are one awesome motherfucker.
HBO released a statement Godzilla vs. Kong has had a larger viewing audience than any film or show they have released since launch. Somebody go tell the Snyder cunts that, please.
Larger viewing audience than any film or show they have released since launch.
Wow. Thanks for that, Jacob. Well, I guess that kills that narrative that the Snyder cunts are trying to pull. They think HBO's lying. Oh, they're crazy. It's amazing how many people just love to live in a world of lies these days, and they accept it so easily.
Robin Russell super chatted $7.95. I have a feeling the Monsterverse might go in a Avengers type direction with Godzilla and Kong being the two alphas and protectors. Like Godzilla and Kong team up cause Kong has a story to be told now.
And he's serving Godzilla now because he submitted to him. I had to get one in. I had to get just one in. Ow. Oh. It hurts. I can't laugh that hard. It hurts. Yeah, I'm hoping to have it. I'm probably definitely gonna have it up by Tuesday. Yeah. Actually, Kong lost, but he never submitted. Actually, I have evidence to the contrary of that, but I'm gonna save it for my video. But I have evidence that he did submit. incriminate. I'm talking the kind of evidence that could lock a motherfucker up for 70 years. Like legit evidence that he submitted. But I don't want to get into that now. I just had to take a quick shot. That's all. No. Come on. I gotta get some views on my videos now. Let's not get. Come on.
You are one.
Plus, it's a
awesome
long
motherfucker.
explanation. I don't want to get into it right now. And no cap for sure. I have evidence.
Andre Benson super chatted $5. I saw it in theaters Wednesday night, sold out IMAX. Few cheers from kids, especially the team up. And to Hong Kong and that poor skull crawl lol.
Yeah, I know. Thank you for the 5, Andre. Says he saw it in theaters Wednesday night, sold out IMAX. Few cheers from kids, especially the team up. Also, rest in peace to Hong Kong and that poor skull crawler there. That skull crawler got it bad. At the end, Godzilla gestures
awesome
Kong to drop the
motherfucker.
axe. So yeah, monkey submit. No, that's not it. I don't know why people keep saying that. That is not one. First of all, that is. Hold on, I'll tell you why in a minute.
At the end, Godzilla gestures Kong to drop
Yeah, that's not. A lot of people keep saying that. I don't know why. Don't. It to me, it's pretty obvious. The reason Kong picks up the axe is because he hears Godzilla roar, and he's unsure if Godzilla is going to come for him. And then when he arrives, Godzilla doesn't tell him to submit. He actually acknowledges and gives him respect. And when Kong realizes that, he drops the axe because there's going to be no fight. In other words, think about the scene at the end of Rocky when they're both hugging in the end. They're like, "Ain't gonna be no rematch. Ain't gonna be no rematch. Don't want one." That's kind of how I see that scene. Yeah, that's definitely not the scene of him submitting. That's just a scene of him getting Godzilla's respect, and then him being like, "Okay, we're not gonna fight. Okay, cool. I'm gonna drop that." Yeah, there was a rematch in Rocky 2, but they didn't know that after Rocky 1. Plus, like I said, he submitted well before that. Yeah, well, after stomping on his chest, you can see that he... All right, real quick. There's a line in the movie that basically gives away the fact that Kong submitted. But it happens early in the movie. If you're in Zoomer's chat with me, don't say it because I quoted that line in Zoomer's chat, so you guys are cheating. But there's a line in the movie that essentially tells you Thank you, James. You know what? I'll do you one. I'll play it.
You are one.
How about that?
awesome motherfucker.
How about I play it for you? We'll do one better. All right. First, let me lower this because yeah, a lot of people are saying it. A lot of people know that. Look, it's pretty obvious. It's a lot more obvious than people want to believe, but it is obvious. All right. Okay, here we go. All right. Give me a second here. Oh, hold on. All right. Okay, here it comes. All right. When it does, I'm going to play it. Hold on, give me a second. I'm just waiting till it gets to the part. All right. One more second. All right, here it is. Listen to this. All right, listen.
This won't end until one of them submits.
Did you hear that? Let me put the volume up a little higher. Do you hear that? This does not end until one of them submits. That's out of the movie. All right, here it's come again. I'm even playing it out.
Circling back.
This won't end until one of them submits.
That is the rule set. The fight does not end until one of them submits. Which button is appropriate for this?
It's the rules.
It's the rules. The reflection. Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, he bows to no one, but Godzilla is not no one. He's the king of monsters. Yeah, it's true. You can't submit without bowing. I don't know either, but you know, the Kong fans are very proud. No, Godzilla definitely won. But what some Kong fans have a hard time accepting is the fact that Kong submitted to him. That's why the fight ended. Thanks for the follow, Zegra71 on Twitch. They did Mikaji dirty in this movie? You think so? I thought they were pretty overpowered. Yeah. Kong died. He didn't submit. He was going to die. He didn't die at that moment. Rob, what can you say about Godzilla's durability in this film? Probably top tier durability. I never seen him take an ass whooping like that and still come out in one piece. Yeah, but did he need a backpack like Kiryu? He didn't even need the missiles. Mr. Cool, you think he's taking a harder beating than this? I disagree. Yes, cardio day is right. But why did he get back up to go fight again if he submitted? Godzilla knew he wasn't going to fight again. That's why he turned his back on him. His arm was dislocated. His chest was caved in. Just because he got back up because he's proud. That doesn't mean he was going to fight him again. He fell back as soon as he got up. As quickly as he got up is as quickly as he fell down.
Yeah, I don't know. I still think Kong's is an overall
better character-wise than Godzilla. Let's not debate, though. Who cares? Let's one director's opinion. We all love the MonsterVerse. Yeah.
You are one awesome motherfucker.
Godzilla roaring at Kong was him saying, "Thank you for helping him kill Mechagodzilla at the end." At the very end, yeah.
Look, we all know Godzilla proved he is king between the two of them. I am Team Godzilla, but we all can say Kong proved he belongs among the kaiju, and gained a lot of respect. He isn't king but is still badass. But Godzilla is the king of the monsters.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, I think he should be the next major villain, Ryan. All right. Before this debate gets longer and more intensive, guys, I'm gonna call it a night. But just want to say something real quick about the whole continue the Monsterverse hashtag. Just make sure, guys, don't get baited into arguing with Snyder cunts, because they are gonna bait you guys hard now. Especially now with the news that it's the #1 viewed program on HBO Max like ever, and knowing that the continue the Monsterverse hashtag is
You are one awesome motherfucker.
picking up steam, they're gonna come at you guys hard. Not all the Snyder fans, obviously the ones that are, you know,
The Fenris Wolf tipped $5.
the toxic ones.
Third round when Godzilla completely mopped the floor with Kong showed that he was holding back. You are one awesome motherfucker.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Hold on, let me read these tips real quick before I go.
Runk the Funk tipped $2. If they want to play ball, sure. If Kong didn't submit, then it's even sadder that Godzilla looked down at Kong and said, I'm done with you, and Kong couldn't even stand up to avenge himself.
That's actually a good point. So Runk the Funk just said, if they want to play ball, sure. If Kong didn't submit, then it's even sadder that Godzilla looked down at Kong and said, I'm done with you, and Kong couldn't even stand up to avenge himself. That's a good point. The third round, when Godzilla completely mopped the floor with Kong, showed that he was holding back. And then Nuts for Kaiju before that said, look, we all know Godzilla proved he is the king between the two of them. I am Team Godzilla, but we all can say that Kong proved he belongs among the kaiju and gained a lot of the respect. He isn't king, but is still badass, but Godzilla is the king of the monsters. Very true. All right, guys, have a good rest of the day. There'll be videos up.
You are
hoping
one awesome
tomorrow,
motherfucker.
but no later than Tuesday. See how I feel tomorrow. And yeah, man. Thanks you guys for stopping by in this last minute short stream. But don't forget, continue the Monsterverse. Do it respectfully. Ignore any toxic fans from the Snyderverse, because as we all know, it's not all of them. It's a small, and they're gonna come for you. They already started coming for me today, but then they couldn't handle it. They had to block me. So just do it respectfully. Like, you know, you hashtag at Legendary, be like, yo, great job, and then hashtag continue the Monsterverse. Let's do it. You know, stuff like that. Make it very positive. You know what I mean? All right, guys, have a good one. I'll see you all very soon.